Guys, my name is Noni Madikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about Baloyi. He is done. Thank God. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you so much. Baloyi's cross-examination is done. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy that he is done. Damn, I was so worried. Anyway, so guys, please make sure that you do not forget to like, to share, to comment, and most importantly, please make sure you are subscribed on the channel. Please make sure you are watching the videos up until the end and you are watching the ads that are coming through. When you are doing that, you'll be supporting the channel financially and in numbers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Now, today we are doing a full deep dive into what has to be one of the most ineffective cross-examination we've seen from Advocate Baloyi in the Senzo trial. Wow. I thought I chose number one was Savage until it was Babu Zungu. I'm sure we are still going an uphill mountain. The way things are looking, Sanala, I don't see him winning. Mr. Absalom Zungu took the stand, he held his line, and Baloyi's cross, completely fruitless, yes, Sanala. Completely fruitless. Let's break it down exactly why it flopped and what it reveals about Baloyi's strategy, preparation, and work ethic. Because wow, Sanala. Oh my goodness. No, listen. Hear me out. Listen. Listen to me, please. Please listen. Hear me out. Before you think I'm being nasty or whatever, let's talk about what Baloyi tried to do, first of all. Let's talk about that because, wow, listen to me. Please hear me out. From the moment the rose for cross, guys, from the moment the rose of black excellence. Okay. Let me be serious. Okay. Let me change those words. Let me be nice. Let me be nice. Let's talk about this nice. Let's be kind. Let's be kind. From the moment he rose for cross-examination, Baloyi had one mission. Okay, he had one mission: force Zungu to accept a statement and signature he says he has never made. That was his mission. That was his mission. Please drop your comment on the comment section if you feel that I'm lying. Wasn't that his mission? His mission was, I will force Zungu to say what I want him to say. That was his mission, period. That was the backbone of the cross-examination. Everything came back to, is this your signature? Did you really not make this statement? Why is the type version different? Hey, it was busy, guys. It was busy. In theory, that's a solid strategy, right? In theory, that's a solid strategy. In practice, it fell apart very fast. It fell apart very fast, and there was nothing that Baloyi could do about it. There was nothing that Baloyi could do about it. There was nothing. Where did it collapse, guys? Where did the cross-examination collapse? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about, why is this not opening? I'm trying to get my lip balm. Here's the problem. Here's the problem, guys. Baloyi turned a forensic issue into a debate between himself and the witness. That was the other problem. I already did a video. This is handwriting analysis. This is signature verification. This is document forensics. But guess what? Guess what? Baloyi didn't bring a handwriting expert. He tried to do it himself, and it showed. Oh, it showed. It showed. Instead of grounding the cross in a science, he grounded it in his opinion, and that's where the entire thing crumbled. It crumbled right there for him. That's the big problem. We're talking about the highlights of this cross-examination. Let's talk about the work ethic question, because people are always asking, why is he doing these things? Baloyi comes across as someone who tries hard, but not necessarily someone who prepares smart. And that thing always brings back the question of Black excellence. Who said he was Black excellence? In a trial this massive, you don't enter signature dispute without a handwriting expert, the original document, chain of custody paperwork, and clear forensic backing. But he came in with a typed statement, questionable signature, missing originals, and an argument that relied on his eyes. That's what he did. That's not thoroughness, right? You know this. That's overconfidence disguised as preparation. Those are the things that he was doing there, Ubaloyi. And the witness, Zungu didn't move. He didn't flinch. Not once, not an inch. He did not care. He was here to clear his name publicly, just like it was slammed publicly. So in the end, what happens? Zungu outlasts Baloyi. He was outlasted by him. Uneducated man from KZN, Emahlabathini, outlast the LLB graduate from Wits University. Isn't he coming from Wits? Here's the crazy part, though, about it. The more Baloyi pushed, the more calm and consistent Zungu became. The more he pushed, he denied the statement, he denied the signature, he explained the context, he maintained the same stance from start to finish. Baloyi wanted cracks, but all he found was concrete. And every time he circled back to the signature, the cross looked more and more like a loop, not a strategy. So now we were left with a situation of what movie is this? What movie is this? What's happening? What's happening? It was the theater versus the evidence, because we're at the theater right now. The theater versus the evidence. Let's be honest. Baloyi's cross had theater. It had drama. It had tension. But courtroom theatrics don't replace evidence. Never. They don't. His questions were strong, but the foundation behind those questions was weak. But at the end, it looked like a performance, not a prosecution. He performed there. And in the end, what happened? The public perception problem. There was that problem also. The public saw the same thing. A prosecutor trying to force a narrative without the forensic ammunition to back it up. On social media, the reaction was the same across the board. People ask, why is he guessing signatures? Where is the expert? Why does he look so, does this look so personal, not professional? And honestly, they are right. Baloyi's cross-examination was more heat than light, guys. Bekunzima. 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 And finally, the verdict of that cross-examination. So here is the bottom line. Baloyi walked into the courtroom ready for a fight, but without the tools to win it. That's what he did. Without the tools to win it. His cross-examination was fruitless, unpersuasive, poorly structured, and ultimately a waste of court's time. Or it was a waste of court's time, even if Judge Ratta won't agree, but it was a waste of time. If this was supposed to shake Zungu's credibility, it did the opposite instead. It did the opposite instead. Let me know in the comment section, guys. What are your thoughts? Do you think the cross-examination hurt the state case? Was Baloyi unprepared? And what does this mean for the trial going forward? Don't forget to like, to share, to comment, and most importantly, please make sure you are subscribed. And lastly, stay tuned for more fire breakdowns on the Senzo Meyiwa trial. And I will see you on our next video. Please, 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 don't be shy. Don't be shy, don't be shy, don't be shy. Thank you so much. I will see you on our next video or the next live. Bye-bye.